Howdy, hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you. Hope you're all well, hope you're all tickety-boo. Here we are, still on the Cappy Crappy, who's not too bad. Tickling through, 54 on the discipline now. To be honest with you, I've just kept going just because it gives me something to do on the captain. I just didn't feel like grinding the bejesus out of everything. But I've also got like a semi kind of ploy to get this to 260,000 and I'm only 100 off. And obviously things like discipline and idealism and all the others, they give you more morale. So as the passive bonus. So we're here in Central Gondor and Eastern Gondor now. This is pre King's Gondor. So oh dear. Love it. Just having a little bit of banter on the Discord about PUBG or my former performances in PUBG where I kind of team killed. He's not bitter about it at all. Not bitter at all. Dear. Here he is. Hey there, Tom. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you. Yeah, I love it. I just love how you've got a clip of it still. I love how you still got the clip. I actually don't even know if I've still got that video at all. I'd have to dig through. That's actually probably... That clip, I would say, is from 7 years ago. Something like that. I think that's about 7 years ago now. And the reason I know is that screen cap of me, is it 6? It's got to be longer than that. The simple thing being is that is my parents' house that my PC was at the time. And we've been living here over 5.5 years. So, well, about 5.5 years now. And then I was living with Magic before that for about 1.5 years or something like that. So yeah, I think that's over 7 years old. Yeah, wow. Yeah, the pain, still the pain though. So I get it. You're never gonna let me ever forget that, are you, Tom? He's like, never. Like a Winston Churchill moment, never. Right. So anyway, there was a patch today. I'd completely forgotten what day it was. I've forgotten it was patch day, obviously on a Wednesday. So I was like, kind of, there's been a patch today? I thought it was tomorrow. Not paying attention. Been busy today, been busy. But yeah, all good stuff. But yeah, we'll have a look at the patch notes. We shall bring those in if I can find the right page. Where are you? Not there. Not that one. Not that one. Where's he gone? That one? There we go. Boink. That's not the correct size. What the fuck have you just done there? Woo, hello. Let me just get rid of that and let me bring it back in. Wow. That's can we just refresh that page? No, we're not going to, are we? Okay. Let me just do that then. We're going to go full page. Full page. Full bananas. There we go. So anyway, we've got let's bring it down here actually. That might be easier. There we go. Yeah, 39.1.2 just arrived. Mostly it's aimed at fixing things within the 12 man. How you doing, Kerr? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you, sir. So yeah, tier 4 arrives. I mean, some people are just about doing tier 3 now. Shortly, and that's on April the 11th. So tomorrow, midday, noon Eastern, so 4 p.m. Actually, it'll be 5 p.m. UK time because that's -4 GMT. So the leading charge deed remains unable to complete until 3 a.m. on the 6th of June. So the leading the charge, I think you've got to have done, is it every tier, or you've got to have done at least the 5th tier, tier 5 or the highest tier to get that, if I remember correctly. Let's just drag that out of there and do it as a separate one. Put that back up there all the way. Oop. Thank you. Go on. Why, Delilah? He's only got those witty bits. There we go. Right, let's just bring that back into place. So, yeah, the depths of Magda Corbo. Crocodiles now correctly tail swipe, players standing behind them. Lightning strike in Bellendor's encounter damage increased approximately 60%. Wow, that's Jesus. That's a significant boost. Steady tentacle morale reduced by about 50%. Slapping, sweeping tentacle health reduced by about 10%. Thunderous Roar is no longer dependent on players having pets actively summoned in the encounter space. That was something that they did mention was a bit of a boo-boo. Lesser crushing tentacles should no longer spawn below tier 4. Lesser crushing tentacle health has been reduced dramatically. Lesser crushing tentacles can no longer spawn on player pets. Greater crushing tentacles should no longer be able to attack players since they are busy crushing boats. Modify the deed list for the tiered Magda Corbo deeds to call out the bosses and in the correct order. Fixed an issue where Bellendor and his crew could potentially become locked out of entering combat. Crushing tentacles that wrap boats in the space between a head down phase will now submerge with the head and re-emerge with the head. This prevents the launch of derelict boats at Shura's head during the head down phase. You don't want to be disturbing it when it's got its head down, that's what I'll say. There was an issue in the Magda Corbo raid where Azagath might fail to engage if his crew was engaged. This has been fixed. Azagath's crew now call out specific players to target slightly less frequently. Salax's battle weary effect now clearly states that it restores morale when Salax is struck. So pretty much just stop whacking him. Frigid Squall now deals some damage to players. Corsair shares now have adaptation on tiers 3 to 5. Dahal Huliz, the arena. Rothog's low-cut arrow volleys are now smaller and shorter than Shaydal's. Reduced hammer down and rupture damage significantly. I know that a lot of players have been talking about that being an issue, the hammer down and rupture, and that people are getting one-shotted left, right, and centre, which is kind of ridiculous in there. Reduced pooling blood initial hit damage. Shadow burst damage reduced 25%. Shadow burst is now a distributed hit with a small radius. Word of Frost has had its damage reduced slightly, but it has 10% mitigation penetration. Mitigation penetration. You'll love that. So specifically for some of the classes, there's a little few tweaks. Beyonding, Trample's debuff should now be refreshable without waiting for it to first expire. With Umbari armor of the Razor Claw equipped, Call to Wild no longer suggests that it restores morale. For the Brawler, the Umbari armor of the Iron Fist Sinister Cross bonus effect no longer stacks with itself if Sinister Cross is used repeatedly without using a finisher skill. The Burglar, the Mischievous Glee healing tracery should now correctly improve the healing from Mischievous Glee. The Captain, several skill effects have been incorrectly stacked with similar effects from other classes that are meant to be mutually exclusive. These have been cleaned up and should no longer stack as expected. This includes Telemark and Marked Foes, Mariner, as well as Oathbreaker Shame, which was able to stack with the breaking of the Thangorodrim, the Mariner or Murder of Crows Lawmaster. I just remember when people were getting all upset about Murder of Crows. That it's, why have you called it a murder? That shouldn't be a murder. It's actually the actual correct name for a group of crows is a murder. Collective nouns, as I was correctly corrected by my wife there. It's a collective now. Tell she's a teacher. Champion then. 1000 Blade Cleave now correctly reduces cooldown of Rend and born for combat while active. Punishing Blow proc now have a 7-second internal cooldown to prevent moments where you get a proc that fully elapses while Punishing Blow is on cooldown. Lawmaster, Deep Graspers can no longer knock back enemies. In the Elder Slade mission, Hunting the Hunter's Wild Corpse quest items now last longer before they despawn. Excuse me. The following crafting recipes scrolls have had their names corrected. Expertly carved Performer's Instrument recipe, expertly carved Sailor's Instrument recipe, an expertly woven Umbari Standards recipe, expertly made Umbari Signals recipe. Delvings. This is the one that me and Magic came across the other week, which was a pain in the backside to deal with. The Delvings Epic Tempest. Delving storms now spawn every 2 minutes and last 60 seconds, and instead of spawning every 45 seconds and lasting 90 seconds. So pretty much every other minute you are going to get a set of Delving storms, whereas before you were getting them every 45 and they were lasting twice as long. You got no respite from them, that was the problem. You know what I mean? And the Forester event, removing the territory call, spamming that the event is going to begin in 15 minutes. And the size of the last gate, and the Forester gate is smaller to force players through a tighter window and ensure that they complete the event. So all much of a muchness, really. Obviously, we've seen that the notes are predominantly about the depths of Makta Korbo, which is always going to take some balancing. You know, they never get it right first time. So yeah, a little bit of work to be done on there. Still, I'm sure it'll take once you get tier 4, once you get tier 5, you know, then there's going to be a bit of work still to balance. It's always a game. It's always a game of balancing. So yeah, that's the patch notes for that. Interestingly, just get rid of that. Boink. Don't need that. Yesterday, on my trouble seems so far away. No, I grabbed some time to literally get a look at the recent stream, because Orion, SSG Orion was on answering questions for an hour. Now, to be fair, I mean, I shouldn't really diss another community manager, but it's very, very handy that when you have one of the team that's directly involved in creation of the game and they know where everything is at, actually giving you the information, because it's direct. You know, it's not secondhand information. It's not what somebody's been told. And full respect to Cordovan, you know, that's what he's given is the information, and you know he needs to. If he hasn't got that information, you can't pass it on, or if you're not aware of that information, you don't know the ins and outs. So as a community manager, you can't be expected to know the ins and outs of everything. So when SSG Orion's on, you get, you know, information directly from the team because he's on the team. So it was very, very good. I do implore people to listen and have a watch of it. It is very, very cool. Couple of things that I did note down while I was watching it, and I think it's actually going to be quite good for the game. A lot of people generally focus on the aspect that they're interested in, and that is like either the level and experience or literally the end game or cosmetics or something like that. But overall, I think this one change that they're looking at trying to introduce, and they are looking at it, it's only in a kind of let's see if we can do it phase, is they're looking at a scaling down system. Okay, not a scaling overall system, but a scaling down system. So for example, I'm at 150, but then Magic starts a new character. If I go try and help her, and I am in a fellowship with her, then I hinder her ability to gain XP. Similarly, if I wasn't at level cap, I would be in a, say, a 140, and Magic was, like I say, a level 50, and I went into Moria just to help her out. Again, I will still hinder her because of being so high in terms of level. So what they're actually looking at doing is the feasibility of bringing in a scaling down system. So I would then be able to team up with a lower level Magic or whoever, And if I'm not at level cap, I would still actually earn XP as well. But it's very, very difficult. They haven't worked out how they could actually do this. But they want to make it worthwhile so that people can actually play together. And you're not restricted to somebody being a level 40 and you think, oh, I haven't got a character around there. I can come along, but I can't really help you because I'll kind of, negate a lot of what you'll, get. And then as a level, say, 140, you wouldn't get any XP from doing a level 50 quest or anything like that. So you would have to pretty much ask a character around that level to kind of help you to get the XP. So they are looking at something along those lines. And I think that's a very good change. Now, people who are saying, oh, can't they just fix the end game? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, everybody can get to the end game, but how do you then bring new people along? Because when you've got a high-level players, or you've got players with high-level outs, or you've got just even one character that's high-level, if you're trying to entice somebody to come into the game and play the game, you'd be like, well, I can give you some gear, but I can't really help you. And that doesn't incentivize anybody to actually play, because MMOs generally can be a social thing. I think everybody played them, whether you're kind of more antisocial now as you've got older, than you were previously, that you're going to get a friend interested. We've had several players that are new to the game, and they're like, oh yeah, I fancy it. I want to play with my wife, or I want to play with my husband, or boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever it is. And if one of them goes out of sync with each other, because that does invariably happen, even when we first started, I'm sure a lot of you will remember when you first started playing, even when you were going in with friends or whatever, they might have had the chance to play. They've got 5 levels ahead of you, and you're like, oh, fucking hell, I've got to try and keep up, and it's always that. So I think any form of leveling down system, scaling down, would actually be very, very cool. So they've got to work out everything around that. It's not going to be an easy thing to do by any stretch. But it's something that they're looking at doing, and I thought that was really, really cool. Endgame is good. Leveling is great, I think, anyway, in most parts. So I actually think it'll be something that will really bring benefit to the game. And fair play to them, looking at the longevity of the game. 17 years, but that is, something that if they can bring in, I think will help massively, because you can almost like mentor somebody through it rather than having to level another character, at the same time or of the same, level or whatever. You can just bring in a character. Like I've got like a Lawmaster at 120, or I've got one at 40, and I could get, Magic to come along and help me and go, bring your Hunter along, or your champ that isn't at 150, let's do something together kind of thing. So that, I think, was one of the big things that, and I believe he'd mentioned it on one of the streams with Bloodborne previously, so I kind of hit that one straight off the bat when he did the thing. I'd love to get Orion on for a stream or something like that and talk to him about various things and get questions from the audience and get, curated questions and stuff like that, because I think it's interesting. And when you have that kind of information that you can pass on, I think it's always good to talk to the community in that sense. And I'm a big advocate. If you can tell somebody something and you're able to, then, pass that on, because it allays a lot of fears and a lot of worries. A couple of the other things similar to that, people were saying, oh, well, are you going to get rid of like your leveling system then? And he says, no, pretty much level 1 to 150 is going to stay as it is. They're not getting rid of it. They're not changing that. Nothing's going to alter in that sense. So your standard leveling that we do now is it is as it is. It's not going anywhere. So don't panic. Speaking towards top end raiders and higher level players who've got like maybe several, not necessarily several characters, but also several builds within that character. Now you can see that I've got a red build, I've got a heal build, and then I've got a tank build as well, which in is something that is very, very difficult to keep up with, because you might have a favorite class, you might have a set of allies that are perfect for your class as a DPS. But you can see for this one, I would need a separate set of allies for a heal build, and I do. Bit of a pain. Now, I've got a potential tank build as well, tanky pants. However, again, I haven't got any allies for this, so I'd be a bit struggling as a captain to do any form of tanking. I've got a one-handed ally and a shield, but then it's essentially it's built as a healer. Now, they have said that they're going to look at ways to try and mitigate that and make it easier for players with various builds through different, the virtue grind, through the ally grind, how they can mitigate that and make it easier. They didn't go into any details. They didn't say how, what they've got planned, or even if it's, going to be implemented. But it's something that they said that they're looking at, and, if they can bring it in again, I'd say it's a quality of life improvement for the game, and I think that's something that needs to happen specifically, because like I said, I have these other allies up here and I've got them set, but I couldn't even tell you what they're. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's just see. Yeah, they're kind of out of date. They all need updating. Everything's like, needs updating to a 150 heraldry. Heraldry's on in there, so they're kind of a bit shit, if I'm honest. So yeah, I need to do a bit of work on that. Let me just do that. Anything on that? So I think that's another change that will benefit. In terms of 64-bit servers, I know obviously a lot of people are thinking this is going to be the silver bullet that's going to cure everything. I don't think it will. I think the architecture of the game will still hamper things, but it will certainly mitigate and alleviate issues. Apparently they are close. They are very close to being implemented. Probably going to appear on Bull Roarer first. I think they'll put it on there, maybe Palantir first, to see how they perform. And they said that it will kind of help. But again, it's a recipe for disaster, because people are already thinking, 64-bit server is going to cure everything. And it won't. It will not cure everything. But what they have said is that they know that certain instances, certain areas of the game really do hamper the performance. So he didn't kind of specify where or whatever, but the data that the analytics that they'll have, they'll know that certain areas perform badly. Now, you could argue, say, Minas Tirith is probably one of them, just because how that works. Now, what they've said that would potentially alleviate things even more would be to allow them to be pushed across to their own server, their own instance as such, because then it's not causing strain on the other server. Now, if you can imagine that there's a little bit of help coming in from 64-bit server, and I'm using arbitrary figures here, if that improves performance by 10% by using a 64-bit server, but if you can take off the hard hitting resource hungry areas that don't perform well, that causes issues for the rest of the servers, onto its own separate little server as a kind of shard, and that gives you an extra 10%, you're going to be looking at like 20% improvement, which, 20, 30, whatever the numbers are. Again, I just chose arbitrary numbers. I didn't want to say improve things 100% because somebody would take that the wrong way and think it was a God-given thing. So if that can happen, sharding off in some shape or form the heaviness of some areas, then that will improve performance overall. He did touch as well on a new legendary server was mentioned by Sevelin quite a while ago, or a while back anyway, and it was a kind of they haven't revealed what kind of server it would be in terms of the feature set. Now, obviously, we had Shadowfax and we had Treebeard, but they were thinking that this one, and somebody did mention it to me, and I can't remember who, but it was supposed to be... Hey, Veil Bear just walked past. Hey, whoa, my rock, get the fuck off. Wait, my rock, not your rock. I'm bigger and harder than you, so don't mess. No, don't get all over aggressive. Show me your tackle. Jesus, put it away. Oh, are you tired, are you? You're yawning. I think you need to do one, Sunshine. I think you just need to get off this rock before I lose my temper. Yeah, this bear's trying to stare me down, and I'm not happy about it. Oh, yeah, go on, be gone. Finbar 42, thank you very much. Oh, viewers of plenty. Oh, viewers of plenty. Whoa. There we go. Thank you very much, Finbar. Much appreciated. So yeah, I just had to stare down that that Veil Bear. I'm not having that shit. Come on. Can't be doing with that. Finbar 42. I'm just making sure that you are already VIPnist. There we go. You're in. There we go. So yeah, that was the Veil Bear. Don't give me no shit, you. So yeah, interestingly, the as I said, I don't know who told me, but the new Legendary server, there's talk about it actually being based in Europe. Actually in Europe rather than in the US. Now, whether that happens or not, obviously, again, there was no more details, but I thought I'd remind people because I'd forgotten about it, to be fair. Now, would it be that people would move to that because it's based in Europe and better latency? Again, would that improve performance enough for people? I'm not so sure. I'm really not so sure. If it was a FPS game or something like that, then I can imagine a lot of people would do that because latency can be key. I don't think it's as needy, and I think, you know, for the several years that we've been, you know, on the US geographically servers anyway, I don't think it's that bad. It's just the server performance overall. Yeah, latency adds. You can see that, you know, what's the current latency? 81. So I get 81 milliseconds. Now that's milliseconds, okay? Even if you like halve that, I don't think between what I click and the action of the skill is going to improve that much. It's still 82 milliseconds. That's quite significantly low. And in MMO worlds, I don't think it's as important. Yes, it can be important to a degree because you lose a millisecond, you know, 10, 20 milliseconds. There is a slight delay in the activation. But overall, interesting to think that they're looking at putting something back in Europe. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. You did mention about hobbies as well. And I'm hoping, because I'm trying to remember this from what I wrote at the time, but I believe we've potentially got 2 new hobbies coming. One of them, he did the bird song again, which I think is going to be some kind of, I don't know. He did a bird song like he was whistling for birds. So whether it's some kind of falconry kind of stuff, I actually have no idea. And there was another one that mentioned, and I can't remember how we kind of dropped that one in, but not too sure. And then the last thing that I can remember, I'm sure there's going to be something else that I forgot, is the renaming of carryalls, and it was mentioned on Bloodborne stream, and he actually dove in for some confirmation on this. Is that we all know renaming of carryalls is a pain in the ass, and they even said it's a technological nightmare. Just to drag that out and say, right, which is my ingots and which is my ore, and I never know. I have to drag both out because when you put them back in, they go back in a different order. There's no way to identify. But that, I believe, is scheduled for update 41. Now, update 41, because of the cadence that they're looking for now with regards to the updates, they're looking at 4 updates per year. So, like every quarter, essentially. We've had update 39, which is obviously what we're on now. Then there's going to be update 40, which is probably going to be this kind of summertime Probably late spring, summertime update, and then the one after that would be obviously 41. Now, obviously, we know, and don't hold them to that time frame. It's something that they have to plan for, but we all know things go wrong. Things can, all the best laid plans and all that, and then something goes. That's not going to happen. So we've just got to wait and see on that, unfortunately. But it'd be nice to have. That would definitely be nice to have. If I can remember anything else that he says, I will. But that was just off the top of my head when I was watching it. It was last night, I think. Yeah, it was last night. And I thought, there's some good things, and what the plans to come. So there was talk about in the future they're still looking at class balance rather than overall sweeping changes. They're still looking at tweaking class balance because they know that things aren't necessarily in the right place. The other thing they've got to be careful of is that there'll be a lot of people saying, you need to change champions, you need to change this, you need to change that, you need to change that. If you do that, then that has a knock-on effect for anything else that you're trying to balance, which can be a right pain. So you've kind of got to do it like, is this a good change? Is this a good change? Right, now we've done these little implements, or implemented these different little changes. How is that going to affect something else now? If you try and change too many variables at once, it all goes to hell in a handbasket. So you might change, say we improved a hunter DPS again, and I'll tell you why I mentioned that. And then all of a sudden they become too powerful. Then lo and behold, what issue do you have? You're then all of a sudden negating some of the content this Veil bears coming back again. I think it must be his path. Oh, he's going, no, yeah, I'm still on the rock. Get the fuck off. Warned you last time. Is that all of a sudden you could negate some of your content. They could become overly powerful in the raids. And then you're like, shit, we need to balance the raid again. If you start doing them at the same time, you don't know what you're going to get. So you're better off doing increments of one thing and then changing things. Don't try and change everything. It's like having, 15 light switches in a room and you don't know what they all do, and you flick them all on and off and you think, oh shit, which one's that one? Or you don't know. So you just got to be very careful with any form of balance and changes. So, yeah. Now, I was alluding to the hunter because he did actually say something about the hunter, and I was kind of semi-listening at this point. Now, a lot of classes have been amalgamated now. Obviously with, the Mariner, they have the red and the blue, but then they have the supplementary. And I'm not too sure if you mentioned that they were thinking about doing something similar with the Hunter. Again, nothing set in stone. It wasn't a definitive or anything like that, but I think they were looking at a potential change there where you'd be red and blue supplemented by yellow. But again, that's something that's if it was going to happen, it'd be a long way off. So again, it's nothing to get overly excited about just yet. But generally, I think there's some potential good changes that could come the way of the game. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. Just gonna have to wait and see. There we go. Right. So, let's crack on and do some gameplay, shall we? Because we've been on for 39 minutes. We haven't done anything yet. Score Naval, yeah, over there. Don't give me that. Just cancel that. I don't want to do the war bands. So yeah, we're in pre-destruction of the wing. We're winging it. Of Gondor. So this is the old Gondor map. We're not in King's Gondor or anything like that yet. As you'll look at, still Harlan still taking over and everything. So yeah, we've got a lot to do. A lot of shit going on. What's going on? Do. Okay. Right, so let's see. So we're going to go into Central Gondor, which is the Ringlow Vale. Now I need to bring this back up because I need to find where the chuff I was going. LOTRO Treasure of Central Gondor. Treasure of Central Gondor. There we go. Right. I need to find out where all these bits are. Okay. Right, so into Central Gondor. Ah, so this is the one I think we've just found. Okay, and there's one on the island way to the west at Ethring. Okay. So let's head to Ethring. I've got 2 of them here, and I'm not too sure which the 2 are. I know one of them because I collected it yesterday, but it's the other I'm not too sure of. So yeah, I do implore everybody who's got the interest in LOTRO to just read through that Scythejaw, okay, roving threat. To have a look at the VOD on YouTube for LOTRO with Orion the other day. Very, very interesting. I think as well, he has a passion for the game as well, but he also has it balanced in his head as to, and he knows why something wouldn't work or why you shouldn't do that. A lot of players think they know what would be good for the game, but you have a very, and I'm the same, you know, you think, oh, that's going to be a great idea. We need to do this, 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 and this because I think this will work, but it doesn't necessarily always work. You can give players, you know, the ability to do many things within a game, but is it the right thing to do? Does it actually bring value to the game, to the player experience, or is it just kind of like a little power fantasy to start with? And I think that's probably why a lot of people were, oh, they've nerfed everything, you know, I'm down to only 250,000 morale and stuff like that, because I mean the outcry when people were going on about that was like, Jesus, you know. You're losing numbers, nothing else. Right, somewhere on this island should be another one. Not entirely sure. Oh, there it is. Treasure cache. Found it. Everyone stop looking. But yeah, it was a good video. Good video. I'm glad I watched it. I don't often get time to watch videos. It's always not a bugbear of mine, but you know, I know people talk a lot about various things that happen in the world, and you know, things that you can watch. I don't always get time to do it, you know, which is unfortunate. I feel like there should be a bit of flow to this water. I mean, there is a little tiny amount, but you've got a waterfall over there. I think it'd be flowing a little bit quicker. Right, so we need to be kind of over here somewhere, don't we, for this next one? 74.1, 51.4. There. Okay, so that over there somewhere. There we go. There we go. Right, off we go. Lumber camp. We're a bit lumbering and we're camp. Boom, boom. You know, I actually realised today that one of my fallback mechanisms, if I can't remember somebody's name, I end up calling him Andy. Yeah. I forgot the name of one of our neighbours, and I was like, "Yeah, see you later, Andy." That ain't his name. Nearly. I don't think he heard me though. That was a good thing. I was just like, oh yeah, that's not his name. So when I get dementia, when I'm a lot older, I'll be calling everybody Andy. You're quite Andy. Hey, right. Down we go into further down into the Ringlow Vale. I still just don't know which one of these I've collected, which is a bit of a pain. So 76.3, 49.6 west. Those are Marauders. Alright, so 76.3. Right, into that clearing somewhere. Oop, hello. 6.3, 49.6 west. Right, so it should be potentially around here. 6.3, maybe a bit further north then. Treasure cache. And behind that tree. Boink. Dorian treasure cache. Right then, so that's Ringlow Vale completed. So we're into Dor El Nil. Yeah, okay, so onwards. Oh, hello. Big Drake. Ripper. G'day, Ripper. 1 million. Oof. Roving threat. Didn't realise they were that big, actually. Like a 1 million roving threat. I think one of the other things that I've just remembered that Orion said, and it wasn't anything particular in terms of features or anything like that. It was more along the lines of kind of managing expectations, and I think it's always one of the hardest battles is managing players' expectations, because people's enthusiasm and ideas run away with them. So all of a sudden, you mention one thing and then players are like, oh, this is going to happen. And you're like, no. But tied in with that is managing the expectations about what can be achieved. They have specified, or he did say that the problem, he said it's under the bridge. Oh, there it is that there's a lot of stuff that they'd like to do, but they just haven't got the time. And he was actually quite candid, and he said, if anything, if you could make money appear or make time appear, so you could either give yourself more money or give yourself more time, he said he'd take time every time, simply because he hasn't got enough time, or the team haven't got enough time to implement all the things that they'd like to do. Oh, somebody did say... and he quite bluntly put this one down, which I thought was good, was, when are you going to improve the graphics of Lord of the Rings Online? And he pretty much said, we're not. It's too big a job. We can't do it. So I think they can make improvements, but again, you're defined by, or limited by the engine. And we're not going to get the fidelity of an Unreal Engine 5 game or anything like that. I think, oops, we need to be going south. I think we're pissing in the wind if we expect that to happen. Yes, they'd looked at it, but whether it was just marketing guff that we had from, Enid Global 7 and all that kind of, who knows. But yeah, don't expect that to happen anytime soon. Because it won't. Right, so this one is right in this corner somewhere. If I've not been here. On the beach. Somewhere. Did I really find this one? Nope, definitely there. There's a corpse right next to it. Oh, that's handy. There's some of the corpse then. You do get some shit, actually, with these things as well. Okay, let's just sell some stuff. Yeah, don't need that. Boink. Right. Onwards. Around the back of Barradrill. Oh, God. I'm finding these all the time. hello. We want to be there. The wrong direction again. I saw that tower and I thought, oh, that's the tower I need to go. I thought, seems a bit far away. Unbelievable. Right, so it's round the back. Ooh. I don't know if it was on the beach though. Right on the beach. Oh, it's there. Wow. Don't know why it wasn't picking that up, to be fair. Because I could near enough see it. Anyway, right, next up is northwest of Lynn here. Is Lynn here? No, I haven't seen her. Enough for now. Seems such a long time ago, yet not that we were coming through here on our way to Minas Tirith. So would have been like level 95s, stuff like that around here. Oh, good stuff. You know, exciting times on Friday for us. We get to go to the dentist. Been quite a few years due to lack of NHS dentists in and around our area. Since we've been able to see a dentist, apart from going private, which is expensive. I think everybody that lives in the UK and we have NHS anything, we just need to look at other countries, say the US, for example, about private healthcare and how much that costs. Redonkulous. 78.9 is up here somewhere. 78.9, 47.3 US. Whoop. Doink. 78.9. Ooh, Baron, who's your favourite Lord of the Rings character? Oh, over on YouTube. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. Yeah. What I say? Favorite character. I mean, I like Sam because for me he's the real hero of the whole story. Because he's the one that didn't lose faith. I thought Frodo, how he was portrayed in the films, was he was a bit of a wet fish. I mean, I like Legolas as well because he's an arrogant prick to start with, and he still is all the way through. But he's got the skills, and he brings it, So I think I like the rapport between Gimli and Legolas, but yeah, the skills of shit. I've gone the wrong one, haven't I? Balls. What am I supposed to be on that one? No, it's that one. 78.9, 47.3 west. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, 78.9, 47.3. Oop, hello. Oh, 78.9. Well, I'm detecting it, so I wonder if this is one that I've picked up. Just looking around all the trees. There's 78.9, 47.3. And I'm not detecting this at all. Oh, fuck, it's there. Wow. It's a brown box on a brown background. So, yeah, I couldn't see that. I was nearly stood on top of it. Big brown business box. So that is one I must have already picked up. I think it's when I've been up here to go to Dol Branor previously, and then I've jumped off the edge and then I found it and I thought, oh, I'll collect that one. But yeah, Baron, I can't give an absolutely definitive answer. But yeah, I do like most of them in some way, shape or form. How you doing, Hart? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you, sir. Right, so 77.8 is northeast. So we'll just crack on upwards. Let's go on the war steed. Let's go see what we can find. So, behind me, on the tree. Well, there we go. Right, so pretty much I don't think I've got to worry now about which one I've not found, because that was one of the ones that I just found previously. So 9 of 20. So we're going into Lebanon now. Lebanon. So we can probably keep along this pathway actually. 76.6 south, 44 west. So move with me slowly. I'll just finish one. It was okay. Whoop. So 76.6 south is slightly north, isn't it? 44 west. So we're going to be looking around this tree. So, oh no, hang on. No. 6.6 is back this way. Yeah, hiding in that little nook. In the nuke. Nookie gonk. Right, that's that one done. This one's the other side. The water. Right in the far corner. 75.7. 41.4. Doink. .7 south. That's 76 south. Yeah, it is. Treasure cache. Whoop. There we go. Shed Rave. And heading a little bit south because it's outside Malboneth, or Malbath rather. It's 9.7. She's here. 79.7, 42.7. Marvelous. $29.7. Hello. That's the wrong way. It's 42.7, so we'll want to be back this way. You're going to be up on this hill, are you? Yeah. There we are. Found you! Yeah, little. Oh, wow. So that's all... Island. It's on an island. All the way to the south. On the edge of this island here. Get across the water. Berian says over on YouTube, all the characters have done well, I think. If I had to choose a favourite, it would be Gimli, as I'm a massive fan of dwarves as a race. Gandalf is given, of course. Legolas is cool too. Yeah, I think they just did really well with how they portrayed a lot of the characters. Okay, might not be totally and utterly accurate, you know. You're never going to please everybody, but you know, I think they did perfectly well. I mean, the only way that they would ever make essentially as near as possible the best representation of what Tolkien envisaged would be if Tolkien was still alive, and he could have said, no, that's not how I saw them, that's not how my words said they were, and they're always open to some interpretation, so it is what it is. Better swimmity. Right. Oh, well, this one. Keep going. Oh. I'm gonna sneeze. I sneezed. Oh, I might. Sneezy McSneezy pants. I could tell. Hmm. Yeah. Right. Somewhere hiding is a treasure cache. There it is. Gimme treasure cache. Right, okay, so in the woods south of Ayrthia, which is over there. Oop, not over there, it's over there. I can't see the wood for the trees. Reeds, even. Just do a slow swim across the water. Re-envisage ever swim. Savuta69, how are you doing? Welcome along. Good to see you. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're tickety bow. Right, so we on that one on the list. 85.7, 40.1. Doing good. Yeah, not too bad. Busy day at work today. Busy day, but you know, all good. Generally ticking along nicely. More work tomorrow. And then just a reminder for some of you that do watch the Rockfish Game streams, we've got one on Friday. So 7 p.m. UK until 9 p.m. And then adjust that to suit whatever your time zone is. So yeah, 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. for Central Europe, and then 7 till 9 UK, and then usually around, I think it's about 3 to 5 p.m. On kind of East Coast US. I'm not entirely sure on the time zone exactly for that one, but yeah, join us for that Everspace 2 stream. We'll be talking more things incursions. Right. 85.7 south. 40.1 west. Treasure cache right there. Right there. Where we want to be. Right, 14 of 20. This one takes a while, doesn't it? Right, and I'm on a normal speed. That's not what I wanted. Oh. Right, that was tucked right up in the corner. Right up here, so we're going to have to go up and follow this path over here somewhere. Right up there. Okay, right up there. Onwards. If you get how large Lebanon and Ringlow Vale and everywhere else, how big an area it actually is, even though we've kind of played through it once and then played through it again to get to the other side. I had to work out how we got to this older area because I couldn't remember how we got there. You got to remember to go to Minas Tirith before battle to get to this area, because after battle obviously it all changes, but yeah. 77.5. Right over here. There we are. Treasure cache. Be back. Didn't went too far. Good. Right. Onwards. West waterfall. Way over there. Okay. Just drop down a little bit and then cut across because we need to be over here. I want to throw myself off into the water. That would be silly. This looks like it's possibly crossable. Let's see. I'm going to stretch my back. It's all. So. It's all. 8.4, 63 west. There it is. Some people actually might not know this. Obviously, we do have the kind of hit the brake skill here, which is quick stop, which is, you know, you lose all the fury or whatever. Instead of having to press that button, if you just double tap your S key, that will stop you just as quick as that will. It's just that that's a quick press, whereas of the button, whereas I just double tap S and it just does exactly the same thing. So it works marvelously well. Right, we're into Pelagia for this one. Okay, we're into Pelagia. Let's go past this. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Right, so into here. Oh no, be careful on the wall state. They end up in all sorts of mess. So we're under the T and the H of Garth, so we want to be down here. Now, is it straight on? And down? Over there. It's over there. Find them in all nooks and crannies. Right, and then southwest corner. 3 more to find. 2 basically on the west side. Ooh, 1 on the east side. 2 on the east side. This one's way down south. Kind of down here, is it? I think. Over here. Hey. Here, it's not going to take right. There we go. Nice. Now, how the frick do I get back out? Am I going to swim all the way around? Can I jump that, do you reckon? Nope. Ugh. I'm going to have to swim all the way around. Find the stairs. Rude. Rude, I tell you. Rude. Right, next up is southwest corner of the Court of Ship King. Okay, so yeah, this one's very central. There we go. We're looking right down here somewhere. Down there. This way. Oh man. Maybe. Chinese dinner. Oof. Just treasure cash, still a little. Yeah, boink. Right, last one to find, which is in the abandoned district, which is way over here. Okay, let's get on the steed of shifting hues. Put it over there. What's here? Through here. keep going, and then I think we cut around the end there. Paddy McGinty, how are you doing? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you. Are you well? Are you fabulous? Oh, shoot. I can't go this way, can I? I just remembered. Nope. I've got to go that way around to get to it. There isn't a stairs up. That a schmucker. Burger of the arse. Right. Keep going. And right to the right. The abandoned district. City Toughs. Right, where are you? Oh, let's detect you. You're gonna be in here somewhere. Found ya. Oh, in there. Eee. There we go. Marvellous. Title awarded. Treasure Seeker of Central Gondor. Deed completed. Obviously that one. And also points of deed bestow, which is completing the Central Gondor deeds. Wah. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Right, so let's see. That's put us up to 55. Oh, still shy of... Ugh. Unbelievable, Jeff. Right then, so we are switcherooing to Eastern Gondor Lost Treasure. And Gondor. So look at that one. Upper Lebanon, Losanark, South Ithilien, and Osgiliath. Ooh. And we've already found 2 of these, so this will be interesting. Cliff Divers. Yeah, okay. Right. So let's go through here. Paddy says, honestly, not really. I bought a 4070 Ti and it didn't work right. Every time I load up a game, it crashed, so I haven't to send it back. That's an interesting one. Yeah. I mean, you're damned unlucky. I don't think I've ever had a graphics card that hasn't worked. Did I? What am I thinking now? I can't remember where I did have to send one back. I don't know if I bought one that wasn't that much of an improvement, but that was several years ago. So I sent it back. Under like distance selling regulations here in the UK, you know, as long as it's fully working and, you know, you're just not happy with it, then you can send it back. So I did. But yeah, it was that one there. Okay. Lower Lebanon. Okay, we'll go get the top one first. Thank. Pull the road up to thank. Lebanon to there. Okay. I've got 2 of these, but no, I mean 4070 Ti. Apart from the price of the generation of cards, the 4000 series was very good in terms of features. Just unfortunately, the pricing was just ridiculously poor. I mean, great for the shareholders of Nvidia and such a massive company now that. I mean, what they bring out in terms of, you know, the next generation of graphics cards, the dominant of the market in terms of features. Now, yes, I know rasterization, AMD are probably up there, you know, and certainly beat them in some scores. But the whole feature set of the card with DLSS is, I'd say, generally better than FSR, and also the NVENC and having AV1 encoders in the later generations as well. It's a bit of a hard battle against Nvidia, unfortunately. Oh, we don't want roving threats. Go away, don't want roving threats. So I'm intrigued to see what kind of happens with. I want to be off the other side. The 5000 series, which I believe is rumored to be coming out third or fourth quarter of 2024. So, and that would be 2 years since the 4000 series first launched, or the first cards of the 4000 series. Obviously, not every card came out. There we go. It's down there. So, yeah, it'd be interesting with the 5000. I'm still running the 3080 Ti. I was kind of tempted with the 4080 Super, not the 4090, because that was ridiculous. But yeah, I've got a 3080 Ti Founders. Great looking card, and it's performed exceptional for me. It was overly expensive, as most of them are. And I can't see us at any point having NVIDIA going, do you know what? We'll cut the price down on the cards. Yeah, come on. And what also makes me laugh is that not a lot of people realise that Jensen Huang, who's the CEO of NVIDIA, is it his cousin? I think it's his cousin, Lisa Su, who's the head of AMD. They're related. You know, by I think it's cousins or second cousin. I can't remember. There's some cousin-ish relationship. They're not sister and brother or anything like that. But I bet their family get-togethers are interesting. They're like, what are you bringing out? Oh, got this. Oh, right, okay, yeah. What you got? Oh, we've got this, yeah. Unfortunately, Paddy, the greed is because they can do it. And that's what you have with a monopoly, unfortunately. I know, obviously, Intel are trying to get into that market. They've got a hell of a lot of work cut out to try and get anywhere near that. And then AMD, yeah, they're good. But the other thing that you have to look at now is that NVIDIA aren't interested in GPUs. It's all about AI, because that's what they've made their absolute fortune. Yeah, but Paddy, who do you go to? You go to AMD. AMD would do exactly the same thing because they have shareholders. AMD are just trying to catch up to get a piece of that pie. But they would do exactly the same. Same with Intel. They're all got to pay the piper. They've got to pay their shareholders. So if they can come out with a product that is like the best of the best and nothing else can get to it or touch it, you better believe that they're going to do it. They're not doing this out of the goodness of their heart. They really are. And they're going to basically say, you want that features, you want those, you're going to pay. Hang on. Is that one then? That was that one. That is that one. Right, so we need to go south. So, yeah. If they limit supply and take most of the chips into their AI accelerators, which is what's making them an absolute bucket load of money, and that's why they've gone to such great heights over the last 3 years. GPUs are an afterthought for them now. Really are an afterthought. It's not a moneymaker for them. AI accelerations with all the tensor cores and the CUDA cores, where the money is for them, and they're not going to change that. Because it makes Jensen a shit ton of money and it makes his shareholders a shit ton of money. And he won't be in that job if he did anything that was going to harm that income. So, I don't think AI is going to go away. I really don't. I think it's just going to get faster and stronger. So I wouldn't expect that to disappear anytime soon. 2.8 south. Wrong place. Okay, I'm further back somewhere. 2.8 south. There. In the middle of the field. I think the problem is the need for faster. It's just like CPUs. Then in every computer. The need is always going to be there now. Calculations. The speed at which they can do the calculations through AI and algorithms. I can't see that changing. I think we're at a point of it being kind of overwhelming. My problem with AI is that people are going to be doing nefarious things with it now. When you look at the technology that it's used for, real-time alterations of video, not just rendered, but when it gets to the point of such fast processing that you can do real-time alteration, people are going to be doing some awful things with that, and people are going to die over it, and that is my big concern with it. Technology will march on. Unfortunately, it always does, you know, whether you look at it in modern terms or you look at it in years gone by. But the problem is when people start doing nasty things with it and basically ruining somebody's life. Well, I did pop it up. Where are you? Back that way. Yeah, it's not good. If it were, I think that we're going to have some form of regulation in it, but we even know now the regulations that we have in place for a lot of things isn't necessarily good enough. You know, and it's who watches the watchers. Always that scenario as well. Yeah, it is. I really honestly don't think it's going to disappear. Not for a long time, if at all. Artificial intelligence is something that we've been thinking about for years. I mean, you go back to when, you know, science fiction first came on the became a thing, you know, even back into the like late 19th century kind of thing, you know, and then we were making like movies and stuff. I mean, that was science fiction. That was fiction for most people. But then when you start bringing science into it, yeah. I love the artists bit. Yeah. And because it's out of the bag now, there's no proof of, and by proof I mean proof that can be used in a court of law to say to the big companies that have used all these data sets of images, where did you get them from? Oh, we don't know. We just, you know, we used our own. Yeah, but where did you get them from? Oh, we can't really say, you know. And you'd be like, I think we know where you got it from, but you're not going to say, because you know if you admit to that, you're in the shit. Right, that's up Milnos, 75 south. Okay, so we're about there, 25 west. This way. But like I say, the way that things will go, it'll just be unfortunately quite nefarious, that whatever they do with a lot of this technology. And it ain't going to be good. And you're going to be at a point where you're going to believe what somebody actually shows you. I mean, a lot of times you can show something to a lot of people and they'll be like, wow, is that real? And they'll be like, yeah, it's real. Yeah. And they'll be like, fucking hell, did they actually do that? Yeah. And it's all been AI generated. And it's so difficult, especially with still images now. There's even, where did I read it yesterday? There's influencers, you know, TikTok, Instagram kind of influencers. They're actually ripping off other people's photographs, specifically they might have a better body than they do or whatever. And then they're getting their head AI generated onto that image of somebody else, just to claim that's what they look like. I mean, you thought catfishing was bad enough back in the day where you didn't know who you were talking to, maybe over a phone or on the internet, because anybody could show you a picture. You know, it's going to get even worse if they can show you a video, moving pictures, and they're going to be like, yeah, this is me, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden, you know, all these Nigerian princes that used to send you, you know, wanting to send you money so they get your bank details and, you know, this and, you know. It used to be a case of, you know, vulnerable people who've maybe lost partners or are single, lonely, whatever it is, get involved with people who are who they say they are, start sending them money. The old caveat was, have you spoken to this person? Yeah, I've spoken to them. Right, have you seen a picture of them? Have you seen a video of them? Have you seen them actually moving? No. Now that's going to get taken away because they're going to be able to create an avatar of themselves. And people are going to get convinced that way. And people do. So, excuse me, somebody's going to lose a lot of money or their life with AI. Yeah, I know it's been a thing, but it's not been in real-time video though, Furlan. If you have a face-to-face conversation with somebody, you wouldn't generally have something that was that believable in real time. It's there, but it's not kind of user-friendly for everybody. So, you know, your average scammer is not going to have access to something like that kind of technology. But give it 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I mean, I can create an avatar with Anime's software, and it can move to, you know, my head movement and do my mouth. But it won't be a... I couldn't then, you know, put bloody George Clooney on there as a full model and go, hey, this is me. And it looked believable. Not yet. Not yet, anyway. Right, so we've got one way to the south. Oof, all the way to the south. You're having a laugh. All the way down here. But yeah, I'm just more concerned about the people that are going to get hurt, stolen from, killed, abused, whatever it is. That is my problem. If it can be done for good, in terms of AI improvement, where you can use the power of AI to, you know, help with diseases, help with those kind of, you know, social issues, then I'm all for it. More power to it. The problem is that you just know it's going to be done for nefarious reasons. Oh yeah, I mean that's kind of already happening as well, because people are able to render a video with somebody saying something, but it's only going to get worse, as you quite rightly say. It's just going to get worse. Right, 81.2 south. Let's go even further. 24.3 west. There. Bloody hiding behind a rock. Oh, right, that's that one done. Right, onwards to there. We've already found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'd already found 2, so I don't know where the other 2 are that I'd already found, but hey ho. $78.5, 22.3. I mean, they'll do it to everybody. They'll do it to everybody. That is a hell of a name to try and pronounce, but looking at it backlit is, wow. EBK, bind key right. Wow, that's a hell of a... Howdy, how are you doing? EBK, I'm just going to call you EBK. That is a hell of a name. That is a hell of a name. But welcome along. How are you doing? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Right, what the hell was the 78.5, wasn't it? Quite close, 78.5, 22.3 west. Well, it's there. Somewhere. Oh, pull that tree there. Let's go back in. Oh. Yeah. That is an impressive name. That's an impressive name, but yeah. Fair dues, fair dues. I will just try and explain it. Because that could be an interesting one to go down. Right, so a little bit further along. 70.6. Let's go around the tents. Let's not go running through them. Ugh. Right, 70.6. There's a little bit up here and just off the beaten path there. So 70.6. 76 south, 21 west. So work on that. So it's definitely somewhere up here. Well, oh, it's there. Wow, why did I not pick it up? Rude. It's a very unique name, that is, EBK. I don't even know how your friend called you it, but there you go. But yeah, very unique. Impressively unique, EBAD. Right, so this might be one of the ones that I found because it's right at the base of a cliff in Harland. And I did spend some time with this character in and around Harland, so we shall see. Cool, yeah. It's LOTRO.com. Download the launcher, get it from there, and install. Free to play, a lot of content, a few restrictions, within the game because of the free to play aspect. But overall, I mean, I've been playing it 17 years. Yeah, you can play it on Steam too. The only reason that I don't actually say to use Steam is two reasons. One reason is if for any reason the Steam servers are down, then people not realize that you can start the executable directly and you don't want to be tied into the Steam system. Secondly, if you're going to buy anything through the Steam version, you're then giving Steam 30% of the revenue because that's what they take. Because you have to then load up your Steam account with credit. So I always think it's better just to go directly through LOTRO.com. You cut out the middleman. You don't even need to use Steam for it. It doesn't give you any benefit. So yeah, I'd pretty much just advise LOTRO.com and have it there. I used to have both installed because I used to, use it just in case one went down or whatever. But because of the inventory overflow, just because of the fact that everything you probably can, but a lot of people again wouldn't be necessarily aware of that, Paddy McGinty. So I would always just say download it, and they have their own same LOTRO store here, you see, which you can buy stuff. That did not open up. There we go. Anyway, so and you've got your LOTRO points on there. So I would much rather just go through LOTRO.com for my peace of mind. I need to sell some shit, don't I? Because my bags are full. We got lots of shit. Yeah. So sell all that. Boink. Thank you. There you go. Right. Oh, okay. We need to be across the South Ithilien. Flip. Means probably better off going through Pelennor. I would think going through Pelennor. Growing threats of Gondor. Whoop, whoop. There's that gap in the wall, Keeps. Just remember, Keepy didn't realise there was a gap in the wall there that you could use. Right, so I'm going to kind of do this in reverse. I'm going to go to Osgiliath and then come round into North Sicilian. Just because I can. There we are, Minas Tirith. So yeah, this would potentially be one of the areas that I believe they would intimate and they'd look at for performance if they were to kind of shard it off onto its own server so that it doesn't adversely affect the rest of the game world. But you can see that I'm struggling along here. It's not kind of smooth. Oop, there we go. Hey. Zinging along. I love Imagine and Rift and games like that because they're really fun and kind of complicated to learn. First of all, it's expensive sometimes based off movies and stuff like that. All the things, right? Yeah, just Lord of the Rings Online is based on the books, not the movies. That's the only kind of difference in that thing. There's certain similarities. Obviously, it's based on the same text, but yeah, you won't all of a sudden find the elves turning up at Helm's Deep, for example, like they did in the films. But yeah, generally they follow the books. That's where the license is, you see. So. I wonder when we'll actually hear any further about the Amazon Lord of the Rings MMO. I mean, obviously MMOs are notorious in the time that it takes for them to actually be produced. Any game takes a long time to be produced, you know. Development times can be significantly longer for an MMO because of the sheer size of them. I played as an elf and had so much fun with how it started. Yeah, there's various classes and racial starts to the game, so yeah. Just dive in, have fun, and see what you think. If you're not necessarily getting on with one class, switch around, switch over. Oh, hang on, we need to just check in here, don't we? Right, I'm just going to get onto the normal steed because I will throw myself into the water. We'll do that one. We'll do this one. 68. So it's on a ledge south of the armory near Mogul Raiders. So we're going to go into here. Osgiliath, obviously the city that was overrun before everything dived in towards Minas Tirith. Yeah, I don't know whether any of these are what I've already found, so I'm not totally sure. 63.8 south. Lavish chest. 68.3, 10.3 west. Hang on, do I need to be even further? .8 am I getting 10.3 west? There. Right, how the frick do I get to that then? Can I cheese it from underneath? Oh yeah. Oh dear. If in doubt, grab it from the floor below. Oh yeah, EBK, sorry, I just realized I never answered you. I'm playing a captain. This is the captain class. Oh dear. Just love the fact that I cheesed that through the bloody wall or the floor. That was funny. Right, 62.7, so we kind of need to be out of here somewhere. But I have at least one of every class on my account. Some of them I don't play, but I've got at least one of them for my sins. 2.7 south, 10 west. Right, somewhere. And this might be one of them I've already found because it's not showing up. 62.7 south. Yeah, it's going to be about the other way, isn't it? Nope, be this way. Okay. I think this one. I can find that lavish chest there. 2.7 south. Thinking this must be one. Down there is our band Morgul Defiler. It did say bound by the river, so I wonder if it is down here. Yep, it's there. Okay, so we've got, that was one of the ones we've got, so we know we've got that one. Let's do this one then in the top corner. It'll be a pain because you've got to find Romendesil Square. It's over here, but then you've got to find the stairs. Make it rain. Right, there we go. Everybody got some coins now. You can join in. There we go. Yeah, the geek coins that you earn for the games, you earn from watching more and more of the stream. Of summer. I'm in a glass. Right, off we go. Oh, we can use these pontoons a little bit further along. There. That. Right, across here. Boop. Doop 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 doop. Right. That's a good choice. Good choice, EBK. Good choice. Right, so we have all got the stairs north from the square. So ugh, roving threats. Go away. I really don't want to do them. Not at the moment, anyway. I'm sure I will at some point. Right, so there, stairs, we need to get through. Up, up, up we go. 61.1 south. Into here somewhere. Oh, turn west. I don't know where. East. We want 8.7 west. What's there right in front of you? Know, I can't see these buggers. Right, so that's that one. So I think that might be the two that we've found. And then we've got this last one, which is all the way back to the south. I think it's the one we didn't find yet, which is in the wharves. Down here, the wharves. Down to the wolves. We'll see what we can find down there, hopefully. Something good. What have we got then? 11. So this will be the 12th. And then we've got to find the ones in South Ithilien. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we find this one. This is the 12th. And then we've got 6, which are all in South Ithilien, which we haven't found anything of yet. Ugh. Guys, I'm going a long way around. Long way around this way. Never mind. shy like you two and all. Get through here. No, you're not going to let me, are you? You're going to make me go through that way. Tell you now, I'll be diving over that bloody ledge if I had to. Definitely. Back this way then. Trying to find a way out somewhere. Go through here. There we go. Right, 64.6 south. So down into the wolves. Wolves. And we all don't taste like what it all are. Wolves. Let's go this way. So 64.6 south. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, horizon 9.1 west. Oh, hello. Back this way then. Be over there. Find our way through there. Through here. 64.6. 9.1 west. Yeah. Oof, that's well hidden, isn't it? That is well hidden. Right, there we go. Boink. Good thing is about this area is that I don't need to worry. I'm way over level, so they're not going to attack me. Thankfully. They have a troll. Get through that way, but we can get through this way. We can get through this way. Not doing the catapults. Nope, not today. Right. Look-see-do-see. Right, South Ithilien we go. Now I need to find out which ones. We're going to start in reverse order. Right, apparently one of these is a pain because you have to be before battle. Skiliath, which is where I am, luckily, but I need to find that one. 65.6. Kind of down here somewhere. Okay. Just switch a route. The war steed we go. Prepare for battle! Morgul Vale. Cool. Right. You get jumped on. Okay, I'm gonna go up here. Might be the easiest way. Whoop, we'll put that rock there. To get to where we need to be. Growing threats again. I think he give me these, isn't it? I don't bloody want them. Okay, 65.6. Where we need to be. 8.7 west. So literally along this trajectory. There it is. Out there. Everyone stop looking. Like. Right, so moving along. Is 70.7 south. Kind of off the road down here. Let's go back the way we came though, because we can't get across there. Big ravine full of water. And down. So let's just double check where. Okay, it's off this kink, this bend. Ooh, let's make sure we get across the bridge. Plenty to find. Point 7, 4.1 west. In this trees is somewhere. Over here. Grab that. Right. Moving along. Right. So sure how we'll get this. I think when we come past that, we've got to go off to the right of it. So get back to the road. But we're going, we don't need roads. Right, if we go to the right of this camp, should be good. How you doing, Tina? Over on YouTube. Hello and good night to you as well. Hope you're well. Hope Anko's been playing to his heart's content. Right, where do we need to be for this one? Is 74.4 south. Yeah. 9.9 west. Okay. There. God damn it. Gone past it. We've gone past it. There we go. Another one found. Another one found. Okay. Done that one. We're going in reverse order, aren't we, for this one? So keep going. 7.5. Up we go. 5.8. 10.9. There's the northeast wall of Harlank. Down here somewhere. Slide. There we go. Roving threats again. Found it. It's there. It's quite handy where we slid down. Down nicely. Right, so something on the ledge below the north end of the river near like it's 2,000 or so go east along the top of the cliff and you can safely down to the northwest. Fun then. Right, so head back this way. Keep going. Trees. Alright. So this one is going to be a bit tricky to find. Apparently it's along here, so on the ledge below the north end of the bridge to Bahrain near Langark. It's too far to jump down and survive, so go east along the top of the cliff and then so you can safely get down to the northwest. Okay, so you can't just toss yourself. Wow, it literally just picked it up there, hasn't it? So you can't get to there safely, but we'll see. So apparently if you go east, there is a slope down somewhere, and then you come back on yourself somewhere. Right, let me just dismount off this stupid war steed before it kills me. Can we get down there? Ooh, hello. I don't know if you can. Looking dubious. I think I made a boo-boo here. I'm stuck. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely stuck now. Okay. If you ever get to this point where you are in a bit of landscape which you're not getting out of, you kind of need to just stand still and in your chat type /stuck, and then it'll say got a rally point. But you can't move for 1 minute. So I can't move anywhere. So, and then it's going to put me probably miles away, unfortunately. Yay. It's a bit of a bagger. I thought it was somewhere I could get down, but... So yeah, we just got to sit and wait. Tide waits for no man. And hopefully it's not too far away. I suspect it will be. But who knows? Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. Oop, there we go. We moved. Where's it put us? Oh, right, okay. Actually, it lost Narc, right? Literally light all the way down there. Okay. Well, to be fair, that's kind of helped us a little bit because off to the south somewhere of us, down here, is actually one of the other caches. Which is not that one. So, north from the dock, then go east, get up the cliff, and head back south again. Oh no. I can't remember where you come in, but I don't know. It's a pathway that brings us up. $78.8. Okay, so that is right. So that is where the dock is. That's where it's coming. So they said top the cliff above the dock from Lost and Bear, north from the dock, then turn east, and then kind of come back on yourself. Okay, so we need to find where we can get up. This bit here by the looks of it. Then come back on ourselves. 78.8 south. 18.8 west. Should be down here somewhere, I would have thought. There's your cache. There it is. There we go. Right, so the last one is back where we kind of fell off and made an absolute boo-boo. Let's go see where we can find. Oop. Yep, so that will give us... should give us 50... yeah, 56 in a bit. Mm-hmm. Let's go all the way. Let's go all the way. Okay, this way along. Crunch. Break it all down. Nope, not speaking to you. Go away. Carrying on. Right, so. Standing on the ledge below the north end of the bridge, yet near Langark. It's too far to jump and survive, so go east along the top of the cliff until you get safety to go down to the northwest. Poteen, how are you doing? Doesn't actually say how far it is you need to go to get down. Is great. None too shabby. See, it says go east. On the ledge below the north, it's too fast. So go east along the top of the cliff until you can see we get down to the... So, I mean, really, it's... I think it means go to the northern edge of the cliff to then find a way down. Like here. So the drop is a lot less. Like get down here. There we go. So yeah, one detail that I would have actually put is on the ledge below the north end of the bridge, nearly it's too far to drop down, go east along the top of the cliff. Now, when you turn right at the top of the bridge, you think, oh, that's going east. But what it means is it should be the northern cliff face. You know, that's why. Otherwise, you go to the wrong place. There we go. And that should ding dang do. There we go. Another little bit of thingy there. Oop, hello. There's Minas Tirith and Pelennor looking all aflame. Great, isn't it? You know, it's all going a bit hell in a handbasket there, really, isn't it? Cool. Liking it. Liking it. Full picture. Full picture. Never know. Doom screenshots. Like it. Right. LOTRO points. Thank you. Deed bestowed. Thank you. Title awarded. Treasure Seeker of Eastern Gondor. Deed complete. Right. So let's have a little look-see then, shall we? So, how's that done us? 56. Give us a little bit more. Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. Didn't give us much though, did it? Ugh. Only a goodly amount. Right, so Eastern Gondor. Quests. Roman enemies, quests complete. Pelennor. Okay, so there's nothing there. Explorer of Far Anorium. Okay, so Treasure of Far Anorium is what is next. Deeds, Quest and Slayer of March of the King. We've done the Waste. Now, unfortunately for us, the Waste, there's one of them I can't get to because you've got to have done the book quest. You have to have done some of the quest line. Otherwise, you can't get into the place. So, yeah. Yeah. Let's see, is there anything? Yeah, so that's done, that's done, that's done, that's done. Yeah, nothing on there. They're all quests. Quests? Questicles. Quest of Pinneth Galen. That's a possible because it's only 5 quests to get 2,000. The Perils of Langstrand. And all them. Okay. Yeah, Treasure of Far Anorian looks like they're next. Because we are literally next to it. Far Anorian. Doink. This one's going to be a pain because you're going into Tower Druadan and all around there. You can get bloody so lost in there. The Beacon Hills beyond as well. That's not too bad, but they are quite spread out. Let's just double check. Anything else that we need? Belfast? No. Quest 11 in? No. Warbands? No. I mean, warbands you could do because they're only 2,000. It's just you could go find them because... anything else in there? Right. Yeah. Interesting one. Can we actually swim across here? Have we actually tried this? Anybody actually swum across? Or do you get pew-pewed? It'd be interesting if you did. You got shot. Let's see. Wait. Oh, you can't actually get in the water. You can't. Okie dokie. You can't even swim into the water. Ooh, shit. That does some damage to you and all. 2,000 a pop. What's the damage that we're getting then? Vicious river current. 2,000 every 2 seconds. Okay. We swim across here. Luckily, I can just about sustain that. Just about. Right, actually. Where have we got? Have we got anywhere that's a nice, easy travel? We'll use return to Minas Tirith. Literally only over there. Let's go do that, shall we? Let's go do that. So we are going to be going into Tower Druidan and the Beacon Hills. In fact, let's just go on the steed, shall we? Go on the steedy. Whoop, hello. Get off the, oh, I'm lagged now. Not dismounting me either. Oh, are you going to disconnect me? Nope, maybe. Nope. Oh, hello. Nope. I've got no control over this horse currently. There we go.
How may I help you, friend?
Okay, right. So we're just going to Pelennor. We're going to Talathanor. Kritost. Where's the nearest? Oh god, that's. Yeah, thing is, I'm going to the Beacon Hills. Do Beacon Hills first. Okay, that's a lot, and then we can come back into Tower Druidan. So Osterimon, and I don't think we have anywhere to get to. Go to Kritost first. Up, off we go. Let's go there, shall we? Let's see what the world's going to do. See if it's doing any good. Boop, boop, boop. Right, okay, so let's just go to Stable Master.
Gondor needs your aid.
Oh, okay, so we can't from Kritost get to Tower Druidan. To there. Okay, looks like we're going to have to manually steed it then. We'll manually do that. Hey. There's one in the Grey Wood. I don't think we've found anything yet in Explorer of Farinorium. For the treasure, rather. Oh, actually, this one's a bit of a pest because it is literally north side of the river. And I can't remember if we can get into it from here. In the Grey Wood there. Here. Let's see if we can. Mm-hmm. Oh shit. That kind of right, so that one I know we need to be over that side somewhere. Actually, no. Into it anyway. Oh god. War steeds. They're a bit special. They really are a bit special. Shit. I don't know if I can get across here at all. I don't think I can get out. Yeah. Bit annoying. Maybe we can get up here. Although it does look a bit steep. Liking it. That kind of little hop and a skip and a jump there did kind of help. 53.7 south. Uh, 19.5 west. So is that this way? Yeah. So the cache is over here. Yomp. There we go. Hit the brakes. That's the wrong way. There we go. New deed. Right, so this is going to give us 2,000 virtue. Right, so next up. This is kind of going to be the wrong way, so I think I just want to push north into Halathanor. Yeah, because I couldn't remember ever being able to get out of there, but at least there was that little brief shortcut. No end. Oop. They're in Gordavath. How you doing, Epic? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to you, sir. Boop. Right, so we're going to head into there. And one just to the north, which is where we want to be. This was always originally a pain to get across because they had some big ass Urukai. Oh, definitely even, yeah, it's nearly 10 p.m. here in the UK. Definitely. Nearly 10 p.m. Yeah, on this bridge, if I remember right, they used to have some big surly Uruks wandered around. And they were pain in the ass because they killed you quite easily. Right, so we just need to take a handbrake turn over here. Put the fence into it. 45.6 south. 19.7 west. .6. Okay, it's behind me. Wow. There we go. Let's have that one till we find it. Okay, right, so Right, this one we need to go to the pathway and then we need to come off this road here somewhere. So we need to go back to the main road and then up them there hills. 16 of the buggers to find. 16? Blimey, Charlie. Mautulgak. Always a good name. Right, so up we go. North left. So 48, 6, 23, 1. Where we're going to veer off left. Oop, hello. Alternatively, we can do that. Come on. Let's just get on a normal speed. I'm feeling that up these damn there hills are going to cause me a problem. Down here. That's the right one. So 48.5 south. 48.6 south. Okay. Yeah. Go left there. Down here. Wow. That's a sneaky go in there. There we go. Nice little view back towards Kritos. And the flaming red. There's a Skiliath you can see way over there with all the Craven, Creebane and all that shenanigans flying above it. Right, so this one is literally at the top. So go right Amundin entrance and along the wall outside. So let's plonk, plonk, plonk. There we go. Boom, boom, ba da ba, da 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 da. Right, so how far? We're around, isn't it? I think we can risk it for a biscuit on the war steed. Risk it for a biscuit. When we get there, turn right and then follow along the outside wall. It's a little bit twistier and tighter up here. We always think we're going to come a cropper. We'll go right at the entrance. can't see it down there, so I'm trying to think if maybe I've got to go a bit further. 8.9 south. Just. Oh no. Getting further away. 4.2 west. Okay, so 48.9 south and 24.2 west is along here, it suggests. How you doing, Ben? You're still alive? Well, yeah, I tell you what, that's worth a fucking round of applause. That's still worth a round of applause. Ben is still alive. Well done, my friend. You've not cracked it just yet. Yeah. Hang on, let's just break our legs and go along here. Pillar of the community. No, only I'm the pillar of the community. He's the pillock of the community. Yep, fire service. Yep, boat was on fire. Boat was on fire. Yeah, love it. Yeah, love it. Right. Well, as long as it's not your boat and it's not your house, what can you ask for? Right, so we need to find that one, which is all the way at this there. Well, it could be the house that you live in or a boat. I didn't say it could be a rubber dinghy. Didn't say it had to be a posh boat, and I didn't say it had to be your house. Essentially, it's one you could live in. There's always a get out. There's always a get out. So I'm slowly working my way through these. Some of them I'm probably never going to get to, but I've got a few back up to 90. I just want to hit 260,000 morale. It's pissing me off. Just with the extra amounts that you get from the passives. Yep. He's like the worst Batman you could ever see. The Bane Man. The Bane Man. Just checking that he doesn't run around the city of Nottingham wearing a cape and a mask in his PCSO outfit. I seem to remember as a kid I used to have a Batman outfit. I just seem to remember vaguely. Can't remember for definite. Definitely not any of these kind of I can tell us what copper now. We had the press turn up whilst I was on the scene. We're taking lots of pictures, so I may be in the paper. What as the prime suspect? Oh yeah, it could be one of the Ben could be one of these things that, you know, just to give him something to do. You know, it's like the firemen that from years ago that they set fire to things just so that they had a call out and they get paid for it. I think Bane's. I'm jesting. Bane, page 3. He found one. Ah, Bane's finding pictures. I just happened to search. Fucking hell. What's he like? Oh, DM. He's going to DM this. Oh, there he is. He's got his bloody hands in his pockets. He's not doing anything. Look, he's not doing anything. Yeah. What you like? What you like? Brain gone viral. I know, but you even stand there like a couple of, all right, son, you're not getting in. Mind you, it is a lady that you're talking to. All right, lady, you're not getting in. She's a PCSO as well. You're just not getting in, all right? I won't tell you again. Suppose you didn't get your clipboard out. Could I see your license and registration, sir? Ben's gonna like, fuck you, I'm never helping you again in LOTRO ever. Where the hell did I need to go? I was trying to find some treasure in Arnorian. I kind of got put off. Oh, way up. There we go. Along there and then yeah, off to the right somewhere. Yep. I'm molesting you in the name of the law. Well, all I can say is I'm sure it's a hell of a lot better and different to working at the co-op. And oop, hello, we're off again. Going? No? Yeah. Thinking about it. Stuck again. Bane's had a word. He's had a word. There we go. Whoa, hello. Whoa. Oh dear God. War steeds. Good job they're relatively fast. The amount of times you get sent backwards and forwards by him. It's bloody ridiculous. Right, so I'm going to head north. He said it was along here. Uh, 44.2 south. So is it still a little bit further? Yeah. Treasure cache is. You know, sometimes you can press the button and it doesn't find it at all. Other times it picks it up from fucking miles away. Excuse my French. Okay, right, this one's going to be a pain. So, leave the road to Nardal, southern curve, and head south down the rocks. Okay, so we're going to... Along there, at the curve, we turn off. Capiche? Capiche? So where does he actually take us to if we talk to him? Osrimon, Minas Tirith's main gate. Okay, I should have gone to...
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim. Right. Up. 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 Right. And this way. And then round. And then southern curve. We need to leave the road. So off here is somewhere off here. And head south down the rocks. Jeez, how the fuck do we get back up again? 48.9 south. 30.1 west. There we go, found it. Got it. Right, into the beacon, Wills. Let's just see where we need to get to and how the frick do we get out of here. I wonder if a stock command might be easier and quicker here. Whether this way is going to take us back up. Wow. So I kind of jumped down here and had to go across here. If they literally had said at like this point, 48.4 south, or something like that, just head directly south off road, you would have just pretty much waltzed straight into it. Right, so we need to kind of go back down the hill then, don't we? Back down the hill. Back down the hill. There he goes. There he goes again. Walking down the hill. Ugh. But I just can't escape this feeling that we make. Right, down to there and then turn left, laddie. Get to the end of the road. Take a sharp left. Sharp left. And weird around here that this always very slow at loading in, because you can see, oh, there we go. Textures don't load in very well. Always take. I mean, I only get 20 frames per second around here. It's ridiculous. Then all of a sudden, like 50 frames per second. And then, yeah, 40, 30, 40. Yep, 30, 40, 50, 60. Boom, get out of there. Frame rate kind of recovers. Right, let's just see where the hell we need to be. Off to the south. Off to the south. Behind a building in Erelas, southeast of the beacon. Right, let's see if we can actually get up this hill first. I feel like we need to. Up there. 46.6. 32.6. So literally I just want to be going straight this way. I should hit exactly where that treasure cache is. You can see it. Oop. There we go. Right. This one's a little bit further along, west side of the river near a waterfall. Way down here. Side of the river. Boop. Whoa, shit. That was lucky. 48.6 south, 32 west. I feel like I need to be in the water here. West side of the river near the waterfall. Oh, you're having a giraffe. West side of the river near the waterfall. It's not actually anywhere on the bank. Up here at the top of the hill. Don't go into the water. there be a sheep. Or a sheep. Yeah, yourself. Okie dokie. Done that one. Beacon Hills. Atop a ridge by a rock. Is around here somewhere. Right, let's crack on. Crack on, gark on. Treasure cache. Treasure cache do a little later. There we go. Right. Ostrimon. West of the road, Ostrimon go up and through a cleft in the rocks. Okay. So really? Way back over here. To be fair. Just be going a bit north. Yeah, 45.6, 35.9. Found it. Takes it all fucking miles away. Get some you can't find at all. Boink. There we go. Hello. This one. This one's in Rimon Quarry, and I don't think I've found that yet. Okay, so we need to go up the hill. We need to go up the hill into Ostrimon and follow it around. Rimon. There we go. Yeah, so we go into Ostrimon. I had to laugh today because Bane had put on the various Discord servers that we frequent that there was a patch today, and I had no idea. I was like, "I'm sure that's tomorrow," and it just completely passed me by that it was actually patch day today. And I was like, "Nah, it's tomorrow." Cool, with another group. What's what are the rewards like for doing like tier 2, tier 3, tier 4? Is it different parts of the raid gear that you're getting? I know obviously I think tier 1 I got the teal boots, if I remember correctly. They're better now. Raid armor should drop from tier 2. So all parts, is it literally your gloves, helm, shoulders, chest, legs, or is it specifically like tier 2 will give you the legs, for example, tier 3 will give you the shoulders? How is it actually working out in terms of that, or is it just random drops around the far side? I can't remember T3 boss 1 boot. Oh, okay. T3 boost 1. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I thought it was going to be one of those incremental ones where you had you'd have to do all the different tiers to get all the gear. I think T2, boss 1, boss 2, boss 3. Okay. 47.9 south. 39.5 west. Treasure cache. All the way back down here. Point. Alright, so yeah, so pretty much is it a very low drop rate then? Or is it kind of a bit like I want to say the old turtle raid Filical, where you'd have to only one item would drop and you'd have to make sure that people kind of share the drop. So if you've got the drop last time, then you don't get it, you know, and you kind of fill up your raid group. Or is it just a very random low choice for, or low chance really for everybody? Is this the right way? I think it's about there. It's like 32%-ish now. Okay. So pretty much doubled. Okay. Okay. Nearly tripled. Yeah, I mean, essentially, if it was 42%, then yeah. So yeah, I mean, you're not far off, are you, really, when you think if it was 16%, then that would be 32-ish. So even if it was you know, it's probably closer to just being over doubled. It's probably about 110% increase or something like that. Right, where the hell do I need to go next? Oof, all the way over there. Oh, no, giraffe. I need to be all the way up here. 405 south, 38.9 west. Around that rock-ish. Rocket. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so it looks like tier 3 is the one to have then if you can get a chance from every boss. Obviously that's presumably why you're raiding with so many different groups, just to increase your chances of getting a drop, you know. So yeah, here we go. Right, off we go. That way, no, we'll just carry on, I think. There we go, down. Cool. Right, let's crack on and let's head over there. So we need 5 more. 5 more. What a schmuckers. And then that'll give us... should give us 57. Yeah, because we're getting about 2,000 per pop on these, which isn't too bad. I just thought I'd carry them on until I kind of exhausted the whole explore everywhere kind of stuff, and then it's just doing the weeklies and stuff like that. It just bores me silly doing the same things. I mean, you could say, oh, but you're just running around Middle-earth finding various treasure caches all over. That's the same. But yeah, it's kind of doing the dailies. I don't actually think there's one of the deeds, isn't there? The weekly deeds for doing the 3-man and the 6-man content. I don't think I've finished that one yet. Doink. Doink. Right, let's head off this way. 40.5. So yeah, we're looking around this black mark up there on the map. Do 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 do. 40.5. 8.9 west. Let's do a large rock. There we go. That would be the large rock. Oh, you found a Gondorian cache. Right, so a small stable near a building on road to Callanhad. So pick up the that there. We shall see. We shall Oh, hello. We've got tons of shit. I need to kind of sell all this, or not? Yeah, let's go it. Oink. Oink. Whoop. Is this the road? It is. We're on a road to Callahan. Come on inside. Yeah, okay, so 43.9. What's 2 west? What's it over here? Getting that one. See you later, Ben. Take care, my friend. Look after yourself out there fighting crime. Definitely be tapping up Ben for kind of whisking me through some of the other instances. He just doesn't know it yet. Shit. Oops. Well, it's fine. Yeah. You might not be listening now, but I'm definitely going to get him to do it. Like, why have a dog and bark myself? See, when I need to do a 3-man, all I need to do is I need to take Chris, Hunter, Bane, Healer, Red Mini, me along for the ride. Boom. Right, where the fuck am I supposed to go? And that now. Damn it. Stop listening. Fuck off to bed, you. I can't talk about you if you're here, can I? Not funny if you're bloody listening. Oh, yeah. Right, 45.4 south, 41.7 west. So do I need to go this way? Hang on, it's this way. Fucking no, I'm going the wrong way. It's the other way. 41.7, not 42.7. You doyle. There. I'll just spin around until I find it. Right. Oof. Right, 2 more to find. 2 more. That is a wonderful follow for... Oh, hello. Nearly fallen off the cliff. Jahordaj, thank you very much for the follow. Don't worry about me. I'm just falling down hills. Occupational hazard. Right, so into there we go. Right, can we just stop there a second? 43.9. Yeah, it was kind of over here somewhere. Over there. Whoop. Oh. Right. So 43.9, 47.1. Let's see where we get. Boink. Right, so we're on the right trajectory, but it's getting through these there trees. 43.9. Yeah, 47.1. Oh. No, you're not going to do it. The war steed is just going to put you into the tree because that's all it wants to do because it's a tool. 3.9. Yeah, 47.1. There it is. Down there. Oh shit, this could kill us. That'd be a pisser, wouldn't it, if I died right there. Right, one more to find. Da da da. Which is 46.6. This cleft here, so I'll fit it in and then toss ourselves off. I think would be a bonus. If in doubt, find a ledge and toss yourself off. Right, soon be on the path somewhere, hopefully. There it is, off to our left. To the left. To the right. There we go. All right. So 46.6, 47.3. Right, I'm going to go down here. Ah, Janko, how you doing? Ah, so this is your Twitch name. How you doing? That's going to confuse me, but I'm sure we'll get used to it. How are you, my friend? Popular branches. Poplar. 6.6 south. Yeah, we're good there. 47.3 west. Carry on just a smidge more. God, you'd never find it in all this crap, wouldn't you? Treasure cache is over there. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, that's good. That's always good. Right, so there we go. Title awarded of treasure seeker rather, of Far and Orient. E complete. Good. Yeah. Gonna do the rest of that. D bestowed. Yup. Not gonna happen. And then that there. So it's a significant amount. 57 we've got to there. 917. Right, let's just have a look, see through. Make sure there's nothing else that's really easy. I know we've got the Pinnathgillen in Outer Gondor, which we could possibly do. But I think these are all the remaining... I mean, there's war bands. There could potentially be done. 2,000 virtue for basically... something that I could probably kill solo quite easily. Famous last words, obviously. Collect relics. That doesn't do anything, so I'm not going to bother with that. King's Gondor. Just a Slayer left. Not going to do. There's Craben Slayer of Upper King's Lebanon. Too bad. Give you anything either. In there. I was just seeing if there's anything. There's only that one there because we're only 5 quests off completing that one, so it might be prudent to do that. I mean, I could do a lot of the Slayer ones, but they're quite significant. Like the Goblin Slayer there, you get 2,000, so you'd have to kill 240 in total. So I've got like a, because it's at an 80 and then a 160, because it's always double the amount. So there's that one there. Aradwaith, Denizens of the Shield Isles. Find Fadal Bime. Okay, let me find that. Treasure Seeker of the Shield Isles. I've not done that one. Oh, crap. Explorer of the Shield Isles is Denizens. Oh, so that's a wrapper. Okay, so doing the Denizens and the treasure will give us a wrapper for that. Complete Dead, that's the Explorer, so that'll give us a wrapper. That's all the killing of shit. Cape of Umbar is that one fine there. Treasure Seeker of Umbar, we can do that as well. Complete quest demand, yeah. But that gives us a wrapper for that, for the dangers and treasure seekers. False churches, find the shrine of that one. Gates of Umbar, find that one. Guilds of Umbar. I haven't found the Mungers Guild Hall yet. Okay. The Haven of Umbar. Have that. And markets. Umbar Bahabel. Wow, I've actually got quite a few still to do around Umbar Bahabel. And then that, if I complete all that, that gives us a wrapper as well for 4,000 virtue. Rat catcher. Oh, okay. Air sworn. Okay, so there's still quite a significant amount to do. Well, that is for another day, because I'm quite tired now and work again tomorrow. Ooh. Finrod, no worries. I'll see you again very, very soon over on YouTube, rather. I hope you're taking a move. But yeah, I'm going to take my leave as we kind of leave ourselves tucked in the middle of somewhere in the Beacon Hills, way down there. And we'll reconvene another time. Probably not going to be on tomorrow. Friday, I'm on the Rockfish Games stream. Because it's our bi-weekly stream, so 7 p.m. UK time. I won't be on here. I'll be over on twitch.tv/rockfishgames or youtube.com/rockfishgames for 2 hours with my colleague Eric. So if you want to join us for that, please do. We're talking about all things Everspace 2 and the upcoming incursions, update and all that kind of shenanigans. And then we shall reconvene probably over the weekend. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Anybody else? Jehoda, thank you for the follow. EBK, thank you for the Finrod over on YouTube. What plugin are you using for your pet, by the way? This is the Prime plugin. It just squawks at me to say that I haven't got a pet out. But yeah, and this is what that is as well. Oh, good. I will always be me to a degree. Yeah. But no, I appreciate that's epic. Thank you very much. But yeah, Finrod, it's Prime plugin, which is this thing here. So we can quickly look at that. Nice. All sorts of stuff that you can do. And it's adaptable as well. Very, very well done. They do have a Discord if you want to check that out as well. It's all very, very good. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a good week for the rest of the week, whatever you're doing. Might see you on Friday. If not, we shall see you at the weekend at some point. In the meantime, folks, take care, be good. And if you can't be good, be rather spiffing. Toodles for now.